Welcome back. You're watching Nation Tonight. Where is Kate? This is one question that has caused a storm across the UK, and well, nobody has a clear answer to it yet. Social media is rife with speculation, from rumours about the death of King Charles to Kate's deteriorating health. The royal family is at the centre of wild conspiracy theories. The Princess of Wales' sudden absence from public life has given fodder for lots of theories that have been floating around. Kate, remember, was last seen publicly on the 25th of December last year at the annual Christmas walk. On the 17th of January, Kensington Palace revealed that Kate had been hospitalized for an abdominal surgery. Recently, the palace released the first official photo of Kate since Christmas, a picture of her with her children for UK's Mother's Day on the 10th of March. However, that portrait immediately had social media users pointing out the inconsistencies within the picture, which eventually led Kate to issue a rare personal apology, admitting to having edited the photograph. Now, a video of what seems like Kate and William visiting a local farm shop is also doing the rounds. However, that too has been shot down by netizens as not being the royal couple. Now, amid divorce, death and abdication, rumours, what's the truth really and what exactly is happening in UK? Joining me on the broadcast tonight is Ali Einstein. She's a royal commentator. Ali, good evening and namaskar here from India. Let me first start by asking you what exactly is happening. We're seeing all of these rumours, all of this speculation on social media regarding the absence of Kate Middleton. What is happening? Where is she? Photographs and videos suggest that it's not them. Where are they?
Well, Kate is alive and well, and she is recuperating at Adelaide Cottage, which is on the grounds of Windsor Castle, which is the current family home, if you like, in London, of the royal family and of Kate and her husband, William. She was seen on the weekend coming out of the Windsor farm shop that is on the estate, and that is where she and William often go to buy farm produce. It was definitely William, it was definitely Kate. She is alive and well. These rumours that it was a body double or a stand-in are just too wild to be accurate. And in fact, as a royal correspondent, as somebody who sees Kate about regularly, this was an appearance by the royal couple to say, "Hey, I'm alive, I'm well, I'm recuperating well. The rumours on social media are incorrect."
Ali, what perhaps deepened the doubt among people is the fact that the photograph was edited and Kate herself then issued an apology, and that's why nobody's believing the video now. And people are also pointing out the inconsistencies between what the video shows and the actual person.
Okay, well, I think the original picture we're talking about, which is the Mother's Day photograph, it was taken at Adelaide Cottage. It was taken by Prince William, and Kate admitted to photoshopping a little bit. Now, you can see the minor photoshops that she's done, like any amateur photographer, as Kate happily admitted. She likes to fiddle and make the image perfect. I think that what many people have done is they've taken the fact that she hasn't been seen in public. We've seen King Charles in public while he's receiving cancer treatment. But for the Princess of Wales to not be seen in public, that's confused a lot of people. And I think conspiracy theories do run rampant. It didn't help that the six major news agencies around the world removed the photograph because it had been photoshopped. It definitely came from Kensington Palace. It definitely featured Kate Middleton and her children. It was taken by Prince William. Now, the appearance that we saw at the farm shop, I think, was the royals' couple way of saying this ridiculous innuendo that Kate is in a coma, that Kate has had a BBL, that Kate and he are divorcing, is completely incorrect. So what we're seeing is a slightly staged, managed, if you like, return to public life for Kate Middleton. She is still recovering. We expect to see her at Easter, likely doing the walk to church, which is a tradition for the royal family, but she will not resume her public duties and make appearances at her charities for at least another month or 6 weeks. Today, Prince William was visiting a co-charity that he and the Princess of Wales represent, and he said he wanted Kate by his side. And that's another hint from Prince William that they're not going to take this innuendo on social media and lying down. They are, in fact, still together as a couple. They're a very strong couple. Kate is recovering. She's recovering well. I think certain times a woman would like to have privacy. For Kate, one of the most photographed people in the world, recovering from a surgery that she has had, it does take a little bit of time, and we just have to give her time. And I think that she definitely is not dead. She's still part of the royal family. And King Charles has not resigned. He has not abdicated. He is not dead, as reported in Russian media yesterday. He is well. He was out and about today. He went to have some cancer treatment, and then he met with some Korean veterans. So I think the royal family has learnt a lesson from the photoshopped image. I think that they've realized now that they need to have
Which is
maybe
what I
more
was
pull
coming to
photographers.
next, Ale. Perhaps this is a lesson learned by the royal family, and
Mm.
also, the reasoning behind doing this. What was the need to do this? There was this whole, speculation of the big royal announcement that is about to happen, and then the talk started, the conversation started online and offline. That royal announcement hasn't come yet. There's no official statement on anything yet, anything in particular yet. What was the need of indulging in, say, photoshopped pictures being released and then an apology? All of this just, adding to probably a lot of embarrassment for the royal family.
I think that there was embarrassment for Kate and William. I think that they had a window of opportunity to take the photograph. There was an hour set aside to do that. William, who doesn't normally get behind the camera, got behind the camera. Pete had to take this photograph of Kate and the three children all at the same time for Mother's Day. And then when they looked at the proof sheet, Kate and William, they saw that there were errors and that one of the children was making a funny face, this, that, and the other. And I think Kate's a bit of a perfectionist. So she did some photoshopping. She did a little bit more photoshopping, and then they sent it off. They didn't, and I don't think they realized that there are so many armchair detectives, if you like, on social media who will take the time to look at all the minor details of photographs. But yes, it is a wake up call for the royal family, and perhaps we'll see more what we call pool photography, where, as you see from the video we're seeing now, where you see lots of flashes going off, that's where a number of photographers are sent in to take the photographs. I think that Kate and William have always done the photographs of their children themselves. I think we're going to have to see them move away from that and have maybe a pool photographer come in, because I think it's about returning to earning the public trust again. This has caught them all offside. I think it came at a time when
Yeah.
the king was diagnosed with cancer, and to lose Kate for such a long period of time has caused confusion. And I think for many people, just knowing she's okay, that's all we really needed to know. Was she okay? How's she doing? And they've been very limited in that information. So again, being a bit more open, send in some
Yeah.
photographers, get some images. And I think the video at the Windsor farm showed us that Kate is alive and well, and they're happy, and they're on the road to recovery. And that's very important.
The fact, Ale, that you say that there were several armchair activists and armchair detectives who, jumped right into this and had their own versions of what could be the truth, what could be the reality, and a lot of speculation that is, even as we speak, even as you and I speak, there still is a lot of speculation, also points to the fact that the monarchy and the royal family still hold a lot of importance, not just across the UK, but the entire world. The fact that here in India we're speaking about what's happening in the UK because there is a lot of talk about it on social media just reflects the fact that there are people that are against the monarchy, but there are still a lot of people who are actually deeply invested in the monarchy.
I think a lot of people have found, you're very right. And I think a lot of people have found it very confusing that a woman so much in the public profile, like Kate, suddenly took this time off
Yeah.
without really any warning to have surgery and to take time for recovery. And I think that's something that we need to consider, that she is a human being and that she's a mum and she needed to have this time for recovery. But when we see people like, Kim Kardashian out trolling the Princess of Wales, saying that she's going looking for Kate, then I have a
Yes.
problem with that. I think it's important to remember that as a celebrity, you're not necessarily always
Or
in the
the
public
fact that
eye, but with
Barack
social
Obama was
media.
at the residence of Rishi Sunak and people started saying that he's gone there, he's dropped in to search for Kate.
Exactly. And I think it sort of gained momentum,
Yeah.
Kate Gate, as we sometimes call it, or, let's find Kate, or Gone Girl Kate, where is she? And I think it was confusing in a time of social media and Instagram and TikTok, where you constantly have updates on people. The royal family, Kate and William, decided to be private for a little while. And that says something about us as a society, that no matter what, somebody is always going to find fault with them. She is the most photographed woman, I would suggest, in the world. Can you imagine the pressure this woman is under? And I think that there are so many armchair detectives that no matter what happens, they're going to be convinced that Kate may have joined, Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, and is somebody who's wearing a fake mask and being Kate Middleton. There is absolutely, their position, which is never explain and never complain, has to be rethought a little bit. Say, hey, I actually am alive and well. Let's not be so silly about this. But I think people will find fault in her, and I think it's become a bit of a game. But I do take you back to the point that this is a woman who has had major surgery. She's a mum of three. She just wanted a nice photo for Mother's Day, and it sort of backfired badly. Then she had to, while in recovery, appear at the farm shop, and I think that showed her in her naturally happy. She looked great, she looked healthy, and hopefully she'll be back on deck very soon. But I think this obsession with the royal family is a little bit being spurred by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, because they left the royal family, and then Prince Harry, William's brother, the king's son, starts attacking the royal family. And when you see somebody of Harry's credibility at that point doing that, everybody else thought it was okay to do that too. So I do feel sorry for them, but I'm glad that I think it's now sparked a rethink of press strategy and a rethink of the way they keep people updated about Kate's health. And maybe Kate didn't realize she was so popular, although I doubt that. But I think that it is important that the Buckingham
And the
Palace,
fact, Ali, that there's
thinks
so
about
much
how
of
it deals.
pressure uh, on the royal family members. There's so much of pressure to look perfect, to be the perfect, to put out the perfect picture in public, to be the perfect royal family in the public eye. And that's why perhaps the strategy was to put that out, but that clearly has backfired.
It has backfired, and I think that King Charles, when he became a monarch, streamlined the royal family. So there were less members of the royal family doing public appearances. The pressure is very much on Kate, William, Camilla, the Queen, obviously, and the King, Prince Edward, his wife Sophie. And they're the core components now of the main working royal members of the family. And I think that's put added pressure onto them. And so what we saw was King Charles's sudden diagnosis with cancer, unexpected. And I don't think that timing or that consideration was taken into account when Kate's surgery was planned. And I think it's caused very much a lot of negative blowback for the palace. It's caught the palace off guard. It's caught everybody in the UK off guard, because all of a sudden you're seeing a woman in her 40s who is so vital having this major surgery and needing such important time off. And I think a lot of people thought, hang on, what's going on? And of course, then the armchair detectives got on board, and they decided to rip Kate and William to shreds. And I think it's time just to take a step back and go, she is well. She's in Adelaide Cottage. She's doing the school run with her mum, who's helping her out, and she's out and about. She was at the children's an event with the children on the weekend, though there were no photographs obviously released. It was just a sports day. So she is doing those things slowly, but she will be back when she's ready. But I do think, as you have rightly pointed out, the palace needs to rethink how it deals with social media in 2024. It's not the time when the Queen was younger, 100 years, 40, 50 years ago.
Yes.
This is a time where everything is analysed, from what dress you wear, to what handbag you wear, to your lipstick, to whether you cleaned your teeth that day.
And personally, Ali, I would love for Kate to actually come out when she's recovered, to come out and actually talk about what she went through, so that there's more awareness of women's health. There is more, conversation, mainstream conversation and narrative about women's health and the recovery that follows. But we'll have to wait for that, and we'll have to wait for the big British royal announcement there. We'll leave it there. Ali Einstein, thank you very much for joining us on Nation Tonight and helping us understand this whole social media storm that has taken over in the UK and now the entire world. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.